Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON Guru official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto, 13th chapter, text 37 onwards. Lord Balaram is saying this. Keyam va kutayata daiviva nari utasuri prayo mayastu me bhartor nanya me pi vimohini. Sorry. Who is this mystic power and where has she come from? Is she demigod or demoness? She must be the illusory energy of my master, Lord Krishna. For who else can bewilder me? Vishwanath Thakur says that it is the fourth covering. In the previous verse, it is said that four types of covering was there on Lord Balaram's intelligence. See? So, here, Lord Vishwanath Thakur says that as Yogamaya removed the second part of her influence, when Yogamaya, by the Lord's intention, removed the first part of her influence, Lord Balaram could understand what is happening. Now this is the second. As Yogamaya removed the second part of her influence, Balaram thought for a moment about this and invoked his power of omniscience to understand the cause of his surprise. Balaram considered it is definitely a display of mystic power or Maya. But what kind of Maya and who caused it? Is it the Devi Maya or of the demigods like Brahma appearing as boys and calves to test their ability to attract us to them? Are these boys not really Sridhama and others? Is it Nari Maya created by the same sages who are testing their knowledge by assuming the forms of the boys and calves? Is it some Rakshasi Maya employed by the demon-like Kansa who, failing to kill us by their strength, have resorted to some trick to kill us by disguising themselves as the boys and calves? As the third portion of Yogamaya deserved, Balaram again considered the mystical change must have been caused by the Yogamaya potency of my master Krishna. Though other potencies cannot bewilder me, even I cannot shake the power of Krishna's Yogamaya, which is filled with a pure knowledge. On the other hand, the Mahamaya of my expansion, Mahavishnu, who creates the Mahatattva, easily bewilders Brahma and all others. In this way, Sanatana Goswami says, is it caused by devatas or by Garuda and others who out of affection have appeared boys or calves? That cannot happen in relation to dedicated devotees. He thinks again of an alternative. Has it been done by humans like Vasudeva or Nanda, so that the boys do not develop hatred for Krishna? That is impossible, since the boys naturally have the greatest affection for Krishna. He thinks of another alternative. Could it be some demons? Perhaps Kansa and others have come as the boys to reduce our attraction to Krishna by increasing their attraction to their sons who are actually demons. In this way, Balarama is thinking. Then the next verse 38. 35 to 39, these 5 verses describe how Lord Balaram perceives the increase in affection. So in verse 38 it is said, Iti sanchitya dasaro vatsan sa vaisan api sarvan achasta vaikuntham chakshusa vaivana sa. That means, thinking in this way, Lord Balaram was able to see with the eyes of transcendental knowledge that all these calves and Krishna's friends were expansions of the form of Sri Krishna. So Vishwanath Thakur and Saraswati Sintika says, thinking thus, Balaram tried to understand it by the eye of transcendental knowledge, Vayuna Chakshusa, By Krishna's will, the fourth portion of Yogamaya departed, and Balaram was able to see that all the boys and calves were expansions of Krishna's transcendental form. So, verse 39 says that Naite Suresa Arisayo Na Chaite Tvam Eva Bhasisa Amhid Asrayepi Sarvam Pruthaktam Nigamat Katham Vadeti Uktena Britam Prabhuna Bado Bait. That means that Balaram said, "O Supreme Controller, these boys are not great demigods, as I previously thought, nor are these calves great sages like Narada. Now I can see that you alone are manifesting yourself in the varieties of difference. Although one, you are existing in the different forms of the calves and boys. Please briefly explain this to me." Having thus been requested by Lord Baladev, Krishna explained the whole situation and Baladev understood it. This is so mystic. So, and the purport, Prabhupada Maharaj's disciple, they say, inquiring from Krishna about the actual situation, Lord Balaram said, "My dear Krishna, in the beginning I thought that all these cows, calves and cowherd boys were either great sages and saintly proportions or demigods, but at the present it appears that they are actually your expansions. They are all you. You yourself are playing as the calves and cows and boys. What is the mystery of this situation? Where have those other calves and cows and boys gone? And why are you expanding yourself as the cows, calves and boys? Will you kindly tell me what is the cause?" At the request of Balaram, Krishna briefly explained the whole situation, how the calves and boys were stolen by Brahma and how he was concealing the incident by expanding himself so that people would not know that the original cows, calves and boys were missing. Balaram understood therefore that this was not Maya but Krishna opulence. Krishna has all opulences and this was but another opulence of Krishna. At first Lord Balaram said, "I thought that these boys and calves were a display of the power of great sages like Narada, but now I see that all these boys and calves are you." After inquiring from Krishna, Lord Balaram understood that Krishna himself had become many. That is, the Lord can do this is stated in the Brahma Samhita 533. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam. Although he is one, he can expand himself in so many forms. According to the Vedic versions, Ekam Bhausyama, he can expand himself into many thousands and millions, but still remains one. In this near sense, everything is spiritual because everything is an expansion of Krishna. That is, everything is an expansion of either of Krishna himself or of his potency. Because of potency, the potency is not different from the potent. The potency and the potent are one. Shakti, Shaktimatayu, Avinna, Aveda. The Mayavadis have say Chit, Achit, Samabhaya, spirit and matter are one. This is a wrong conception. Spirit, Chit, is different from matter, Achit, as explained by Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita 7:4 and 7:4 and 5. Bhumira, Bonolavayu, etc. Spirit and matter cannot be made one, for actually they are superior and inferior energies. Yet the Mayavadis or Advaitavadis try to make them one. This is wrong. Although spirit and matter ultimately come from the same one source, they cannot be made one. For example, there are many things that come from our bodies, but although they come from the same source, and they cannot be made one. We should be careful not to note that although the Supreme Source is one and emanations from this source should be separated, regarded as inferior and superior. The difference between the Mayavadi and Vaishnava philosophies is that the Vaishnava philosophy recognizes the fact, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, therefore is called Achinta Veda Veda, simultaneously oneness and indifference. For example, fire and heat cannot be separated. Where there is fire, there is heat, and where there is heat, there is fire. Nonetheless, although we cannot touch fire, heat we can tolerate. Therefore, although they are one, They are different. In this way, we'll see what happens thereafter. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get blessings of Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.